So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, we're on the way. Barcelona have opted to go 3-4-3 by the looks of it here, Jim.
Yeah, it's one of these systems, Peter, where the front three are obviously the headline makers, but the back three have considerable responsibility and pressure on them. So a strong voice is needed to keep everyone switched on to their defensive duties. Everybody has to kind of play their part in getting behind the ball at times, and it's not always done because the focus is very offensive.
It's a good spell of possession, this. And he's had a hit! Barcelona with the corner, they're first. keeper has taken decisive action. Sporting are looking to go forward now. And Batistuta! Contact was certainly crisp, didn't quite come off.
Well, he's getting a few rounds of applause from around the touchline, but he's angry with himself, really angry. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Has a look and place it forward.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Scholes. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Cafu. And he was alert to it.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. He's got away, and Cruyff! Goal! Barcelona! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Barcelona takes a shot! Sticks it away! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
So smooth. A signature finish.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
That has certainly made things interesting. Law! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught on it here. Corner number 2 then. Tries to get it clear. Corner number 3 coming up. Defending of the desperate variety. Chance for a shot! Superb goal! Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Cafu carries the ball down the right. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease.
There will be 3 minutes added.
Ferdinand goes sliding in. Now then, the ball's come loose. Nicely weighted ball. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. And the first half is done. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Number 20.
And the second half gets underway.
Sporting really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
He's in a great position here. Xavi Alonso. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. And again, they're pressing effectively.
Sporting different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Sporting have their second corner now. That's a decent clearance. And he's taking no chances there. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. And this is Luis Suarez. Caught offside that time. Plays a sharp little ball here. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Well, there's the clearance. Rijkaard. Just about up to the hour now. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that was nowhere near his best. Mbappe. Sporting are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. It's a pretty loose pass. Well read, nice interception. Rijkaard. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nice looking ball. No luck with that dink over the top. Check clears. Rice. Rice. Looking for options for movement. And he's picked it up out wide. Couldn't squeeze it through. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Chiellini. Now this could be a chance. Thinks about the shot. Real chance! And that would have won it.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown.
Substitutions taking place.
Barcelona get their fourth corner. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
It's Luis Suarez! Van Nistelrooy. Lahm. Van Nistelrooy. And that has been cleared. And they're quick to get it back. Cleared without complication.
Has been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And that will be the final act. Sporting were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just short. Effort unrewarded.
Just a quick
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Sporting, absolutely shocking here. Shockingly porous down the middle, which...
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Milan.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So that's got things underway. Well, terms like genius and legend are often overused in football, but there is very little doubt that they...
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. The referee's come over. It's a red card.
Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, I suppose the other choice, Peter, would have been to let your opponent score, so he had no other option.
Substitution for Sporting. Number 14.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
Number 20.
A real opportunity here from a position of great potential.
Oh, lots on that one, but he couldn't find the target.
Scholes. He can run onto that.
Khan with the clearance.
And that's been won straight back.
Threads one in, and he shoots! They want to be quick to recover this.
Rijkaard.
Now it's Bale. Ronaldinho. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, cracking ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's there to retrieve it. Now that looks a decent ball. And that's a good ball.
Chance!
Well, now it's a race. Can he finish?
And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
That's a decent clearance. Milan are looking to go forward now. And a chance!
Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Sporting have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Sporting are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Oh no, this does not look good.
Good ball, good take. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Sporting can, of course, make a change whenever they choose. Now there's a fine ball.
Scholes.
Mbappe. And here's Bale. That's going to go a long way. And smartly reclaimed.
Lahm. Xavi Alonso.
Mbappe, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs.
Davis. And it's Deco. To Lahm.
Passing is crisp and sharp.
And this is Ronaldinho. Scholes.
Mbappe.
And it's
2
Scholes.
added minutes has been indicated.
Deco.
Now it's Villa. Scholes. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Some first-half thoughts?
Sporting can take heart from the fact that they're more than holding their own despite being a man down. That's credit to their level of organisation and spirit. Now that they've got a chance to have a breather and settle down, it'll be interesting to see what approach they'll take after the break.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And we are back on the way.
Sporting clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Ronaldinho. Well-timed, excellent interception. Deco. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Deco. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing.
Sporting have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Ronaldinho. And here's Bale. Oh, that's fabulous. Shoots! And he has kept it out somehow.
Bale actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they?
Real chance!
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Mbappe. It is still anyone's game, 0-0.
Ronaldinho.
It's a
Big chance! It's there! Finally the breakthrough!
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Milan have fired themselves in front.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He's found a way past. Now this could be a chance. He's having a shot! Deco gets it clear. Costa Curta is there to clear. Now it's Mbappe.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Looking for a runner. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
And the referee brings it to a close.
So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end.
Volunteers for each block, please.
Your final thoughts, Jim?
I've been in this position myself, and this will be difficult to take. They did everything right but score, but at least I suppose they can reflect on a few positives from
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're up and running.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costacurta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them, and his tactical versatility means the centre-back, full-back,
Sweeper, defensive midfield player.
Yeah, and we shouldn't forget his outstanding vision and confidence on the ball being almost as important as what he did at the back.
That pass has been well intercepted. Kukçu! It's anyone's ball now. Mbappe. And it's Scholes. Always onto this. Well timed, excellent interception. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Decent progress down the left. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Now it's Batistuta. And he's intervened well there. Now that looks a decent ball. Good take, and is he in? He's been taken down, and the referee has pointed at the spot. Sporting presented with a golden opportunity here. And that's going to be a booking. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Well, I suppose the other choice, Peter, would have been to let your opponent score, so he had no other option.
And he's buried it, 1-0. Not much more than a formality.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting it.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Aimed beyond the defence. And he shoots! In for the pieces! Goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant. Bangladesh clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Kukçu. Nicely shaped ball. Batistuta is in a really good position out wide. And reclaimed it in a trice. Pass somewhat off target. Now, can they get him away? Cafu. Now that's well seen too. Owen. Check breeds us. And the whistle goes for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1.
Match day programs are available from stands located by the gates. I'm sure they will make fine souvenirs.
Substitutions taking place.
Second period then underway. Couldn't squeeze it through. Now it's Mbappe. Sporting come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to...
He's had a shot! Rijkaard. Mbappe. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Mbappe. He is through here. Oh, important interception. Rummenigge receives it in a good position here. Kimmich. Chiellini gets across to intercept that. Great vision. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Ferdinand. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Rafinha. Just about up to the hour now. Nicely weighted ball. Chiellini deals with that comfortably. Sporting still have the cards to affect this game. Mbappe. Cannavaro demonstrating his defensive quality there. Threads one in. Just eases him off the ball.
They'll want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
That is ended up in no man's land.
Substitution on the field. Number 13, Rafinha. Coming on to replace him is number 41, Esteban.
Owen. Mbappe. He has found the way through. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And he's picked it up out wide. Thinks about the shot.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain...
And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there.
Substitution on the field. Number 4, Owen.
Cannavaro has been sent off, just to confirm that, of course, that was his second yellow card. Lovely. Oh, shooting chance! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Oh, looky, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Oh, smashing header! Goal! Sporting! And they've got their lead back. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish.
Mbappe is on his shapes to shoot! It's a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Sporting could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
5 minutes to add. Now it's Mbappe. And there goes the final whistle. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. Mbappe claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running. Iker Casillas, Jim, a man considered amongst the greatest ever when it comes to goalkeeping.
Yeah, and it's all the more impressive given that he's relatively short for a keeper, Peter. But he makes up for it with his agility, his laser focus and the ability to live up to the big occasion. Also, don't forget the way he exerts control, despite not being particularly outspoken. That is something else too.
And he's there to get it away. Well, that has not gone well. Now it's Mbappe. Threads one in. He's got away. Strong running down that left flank. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And the pass is intercepted. And here's Mbappe. And that's gone loose. He's tried one! Too close for comfort. Well, that pass isn't the best. Pull it. Knocks it into space. And this is Pele. Pele. A header! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Cruyff really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Oh, what a climb! No, not the best of headers. Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he plays one through. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Oh, no messing about. It is red. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
Well, I suppose the other choice, Peter, would have been to let your opponent score, so he had no other option.
Substitutions taking place.
Mbappe is behind this one. And so we have the first set piece of the game. Mbappe! That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
And it's Scholes. That is good alertness. Rijkaard. That could spell trouble. Cafu tries making a foray down the right. And here's Cruyff. He has found the way through. And the finish! Oh, it's fallen kindly here.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Oh, sweet feet. He goes for a shot! Superb goal!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Ajax have fired themselves in front.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
2 added minutes has been
Pele!
indicated.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Scholes. And it's Scholes. Now, can they get him away? And that is expertly dealt with. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Number 7, Batistuta. Number
Here we go again, then.
23, Scholes.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Shot at goal! It's loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Chiellini gets rid without sophistication. Beckenbauer. Sporting come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
He's had a shot! He's got a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And he's going to have his name taken. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. Nagatomo. Oh, that's fabulous. Great chance! Goal! Ajax! Into the lead once more.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And that's going to be a booking. Mbappe with a real chance here. And this is a great chance to get themselves back square. Mbappe! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Tries to pass it through.
Takes a shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
That's a promising run he's making on the right. Rummenigge.
Sporting really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Rummenigge. Oh, shooting chance!
And he's really put himself on the line here.
Substitution for Sporting, number 37.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Coming on the field, number 17, number 19, Van Nistelrooy.
Another corner. Any better luck this time round?
Corner number 2 then.
Punched away. Aimed in towards the centre.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game.
Games hinge on moments like this.
he scores! Back in business! Not much more than a formality.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Shoots! Oh, it's in! And that may just do it! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Ajax take what looks to be a decisive lead.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now. Look, Peter, what they need now are cool heads and discipline, and instead it looks like they've got a liability in their side.
I think we've got just about enough time for this free kick. He's gone for the shot!
All the big boys are set for this. It's like Land of the Giants in there.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Pele demonstrating his defensive... And that will be it. Sporting were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're up and running. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when...
Mbappe! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Milan are looking to go forward now. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Costa Curta. Mbappe. Now it's Villa. Cafu. And the shot.
He's had a shot! And he's done it!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And he thumps it clear. And claimed it back swiftly. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Rudiger calmly anticipates. And it's Beckham. Now it's Shevchenko. He's beaten the... Oh, shooting chance! They've scored! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Milan grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Xavi Alonso. Mbappe. And he was alert to it.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space. Chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Driving forward. And he's cut it out.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Scholes powering forward here. Good ball, good take. And he's got the shoots! It's hit the upright. Tries to cross. He's got tall. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Costa Curta.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Davids. And there's the end of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Sporting are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score.
Substitution for Sporting, number 9, David Villa.
There's the whistle then to start the second half.
Number 13,
Sporting have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Oh, what a mistake! It's run loose here. Oh, such a clever touch. Fires it in low. Davids. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Rummenigge. Sporting do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Looking to go deep. Mbappe! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
Rummenigge takes control of it and he's on the move. Well, that pass isn't the best. Aimed in towards the centre. Chiellini picks it up from the goal kick. And here's Mbappe. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cafu really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Substitution for Sporting. Number 23, Scholes. Coming on the field.
And that's definitely not his
number
best.
41,
Cafu, who does have an assist to his name, moved on forwards. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Casemiro. Milan finding their passes. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. In it comes. Xabi Alonso gets it away.
Milan clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And a chance! Goal! Sporting! And again they hit the front. Simplicity itself.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Well, this is what... It's full on! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, at least that improves their tally when it comes to shots on goal, but they have to start doing a lot better.
Oh, sweet feet.
Milan really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
There will be 3 minutes.
Looking for the run.
time.
Oh, well played, well played. Casemiro has a look and plays it forward. And it's Bellingham. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Sporting proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it. Rummenigge claiming the Man of the Match award. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, we're on the way. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard on his day is one of the world's best, Jim, so how do you interpret the role he's...
There's the shot! Goal! Sporting! And the game springs instantly to life.
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And the keeper beats it away. Quick look, then plays it in. And that has been cleared. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Now it's Villa. Knocks it out wide. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Sporting are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Raul. And he's there to make the challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. That is good alertness. Xavi Alonso is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well read, nice interception. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe.
Sporting are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be...
Can he finish?
Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Mbappe does really well to win the ball there. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Hazard. Played into space. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, this is a great position. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Looking for options for movement. He's found a way through.
Takes a shot! He scores! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Sporting are doing very nicely, thank you.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Well timed, excellent interception. Xavi Alonso, Sporting looking to pass their way through, knocks it into space. Scholes herring after the ball here, and he thumps it clear. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Sporting really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Sporting are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Ah, good steal, he just read it.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And this is Batistuta. Mbappe on 2 now and looking for 3. Oh, easy pickings there.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's been slipped through. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Sporting clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Sporting clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Van der Ven. Great vision. Azar. And it's Caceres. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Azar. Oh, that's fabulous. Roll! And that has been knocked clear. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Mbappe. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Xavi Alonso. Half an hour gone in the second half. And it's Scholes. That's been cut out, well played. Xavi Alonso. De Jong is always looking to break lines. Mbappe! And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Sporting are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Mbappe. Azar. Plays a sharp little ball here. Nice interception, well timed. Sporting clearly now in lead preservation mode.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And that is it, the referee has seen enough. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work. Mbappe voted man of the match. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway. Now, Franco Baresi, still to this day, the ultimate benchmark for anyone of a defensive mindset, Jim.
Well, I'd be hard-pressed to name anybody who got close when it comes to reading the game as well as him. He leads by example, always timing his challenges to perfection and knowing instinctively when to bring the ball out of defence. It's almost like having a defender and a playmaker combined.
Now it's Burak Yilmaz. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
De Jong looks to get on the end of this. Mbappe! Oh, he's... Mbappe! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Big header! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Now that looks a decent ball. Still goalless at the moment. Mohamed Salah. Some good work on the right flank here. And he's picked it up out wide. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. De Jong powering forward here. Not the most accurate pass. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. David Villa. Spread out to the left. Now it's De Jong. Sporting do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Now it's Burak Yilmaz. De Jong is always scanning the pitch for targets. Good ball, good take. Well read, and the danger is averted. Oh, this is a great position, and it's made its way to him. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Now there's a fine ball. That's going to go a long way. That'll be a throw-in. And it's Rijkaard. Isco. Mohamed Salah. Isco. And we've reached half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So your views on the first half?
Solid, very solid actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Sporting clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Just eases him off the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's De Jong. Oh, that's a key interception. And he's got the beating of his man. Mbappe!
And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. That's a decent clearance. So, third corner of the game. And he's taking no chances there. Played out to the right. Cross goes in there. And now they can spring out of defence. Mohamed Salah. Salah aimed beyond the defence. Messi receives it in a wide position.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Well, that had the makings of... Oh, what has happened here? A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Chiellini. Sporting, finding their passes. Oh, that's superb. Shot at goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Substitution for Sporting, number 21.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Coming on the field, number 23, Scholes. Number 22.
Sporting still have the cards to affect this game. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's delightful. That'll be a throw.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, this looks sharp. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Costa Curta.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Elects to cross. And he's straight offside. And time is up. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. Your reflections then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
Osimhen! Well, that has not gone well. Beckenbauer is there, and he can pick it up. David Villa threads one in. Can he finish? Goal! Sporting! And Sporting score first. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And they're quick to get it back.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That is a great pick out. And that's put paid to a promising move. Plays a sharp little ball here. He's shifting through the gears here. It's goals! That's another chance. Sticks it away. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Luis Suarez. This looks promising. Rummenigge unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He can run onto that. He's in a great position here. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you can see his annoyance.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Scholes. Looking for a runner. Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous. Scholes. Ball comes in. He's gone for goal! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
We are into stoppage time. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, played right into his path. Big chance! And we've reached half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So all square at half-time, each side matching the other
And
blow
a
for
quick
blow
reminder
at the
today,
break.
everybody, to make sure to put any litter in the bins provided. Thank you for your cooperation.
Substitution on the field. Number 45, Osman.
The second half then, just getting going.
Heinz Rummenigge. Number 13,
Baresi, whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Baresi attempts a clearance.
27, Serginho.
Substitutions taking place.
He's being urged to shoot. And the shot! Goal! Sporting! Into the lead once more. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
And now he has two. Sporting take the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Serginho going face-to-face with his great rival. Now that looks a decent ball. Cute ball now, how can he reach it?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Looking for the run. He's had a shot! They've done it! Again, we are level. What a contest!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful. Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And there's green grass ahead. Haaland! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
The timing of the pass and run was exquisite.
Tries to play it through, and he's picked out the run. Czech breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he get it through?
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. De Jong. De Jong. Cross to the back post. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. De Jong. Oh, good read. And reclaimed it in a trice.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
2 minutes has been indicated.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Van Bouten makes the interception. And there goes the final whistle. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Now there's a player with a silky pass and a steely tackle.
Xabi Alonso.
Yeah, a midfielder renowned for his tremendous array of passes while offering his defence a solid shielding presence too.
Players don't come a whole lot better in his position, do they?
Not really, and not many can boast the same quality of performance either, Peter.
Nice looking ball. Oh, look at the space here. That's good running with the ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's loose here, and oh, he's been caught on it here. Mbappe. And the finish! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Shifted it to the flank. And it's Camavinga. Can he get onto this? Madrid, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Little doubt, that is a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
And here's Isco. Griezmann, a player who needs no introduction. Engages and forces him off the ball. Madrid do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
He is through, and he shoots! Yes! And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Madrid have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
That has really stirred things up, and if they carry on like this, things might even get louder here.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Camavinga. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Driving forward. Hazard. And this is Isco. That's the keeper's ball.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's a shade optimistic. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. So your views on the first half?
OK, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Madrid are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
And that has put a halt to things. It is a corner. And we have our very first corner. Rivaldo plays it short. And he's gone looking for safety. Rivaldo. And that has left him in a heap. Referee has just said play on. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Iniesta. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And no surprise, that's a booking. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. And it's Chouameni. Strokes it back. Howson. Hazard does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Griezmann. David Villa. David Villa! It's anyone's ball. In he goes again.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
And here's a player who has defined a generation.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Threads one in. It's Iniesta! Now, and the keeper couldn't hold it. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Madrid presented with a golden opportunity here. Bayer looking to stare down to unsettle the taker. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
And a quick reminder.
So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, we're on the way. Rudiger turning out for what will be his 400th appearance. There's precious little point talking of anyone else here today, Jim.
Well, this couldn't have happened to a better player, Peter. I say big congratulations to him. Someone who's told me on many occasions that his greatest motivation to keep playing is the love of the game. That's what it's all about.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Fermin! The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Looking for options for movement. That is good alertness. And he's managed to get free. Plenty to aim at here. There's the shot! Yes! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Madrid penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Madrid do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy.
Oh, what? Tries a shot! Really well taken goal. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lap
Chance! Goes long and straight. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Griezmann. Plays a sharp little ball here. Camavinga. Can he get on the end of this? He is starved of space and time. Now who's going to be first to this? Mbappe, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Alvarez. And it's made its way to him. Lewandowski showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. And here's Lewandowski. And he's been shifted off it.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And a chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Fires, he's had a shot! Decent chance, made possible by a very decent ball.
Oh, that really should have found the net. The service was faultless, and I'm going to leave it there.
David Villa! Harmlessly behind. Nice looking ball. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Howson. Can he get it through? David Villa providing an outlet on that flank. And that'll be the final action of the first half. How would you review the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further, I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Madrid in control at half-time, 2-0. And we are back underway. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Griezmann. Oh, shooting chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are pulling clear here. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
A case now of complete control. Suarez couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming. This is the time you need that pace. Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Time and again they are repelled. Xavi Alonso looking understandably energised after his goal. Camavinga. Some good work on the right flank here. And this is Xavi Alonso, drilled in low.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Azar. Great vision. Iniesta gets into some space. He's found a way through. It's Iniesta! Sticks it away! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Madrid are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, and this is Luis Suarez. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Araujo did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Alonso. He's had a shot! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
It's their second corner of the game. It's loose now and they want to get it back. And that is a little undercooked. And this is Luis Suarez.
There will be 3 minutes.
And the number on the board is 3. And it's Luis Suarez. Now that looks a decent ball. Steaming on goalward. Shot at goal! And with that, the final whistle. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim? Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The action has already started. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
This lad, Odegaard, is a player with quite a story.
And the shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Darwin. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Darwin. And he's forced to go back. Scholes. Fernando Torres. And Torres! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. That is ended up in no man's land. Rodri. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Mohamed Salah. Cristiano Ronaldo. Decent chance! It's in! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
Liverpool penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's got this place bouncing. Just listen to the noise all around us. Now they have all of this positive energy to feed off.
Liverpool with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's taking no chances there. And it's Rooney. Pinches it off him. And now they can spring out of defence. Liverpool are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Van de Ven. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Passes short and sharp. And the pass is intercepted. Great run on the overlap here.
Such good technique.
Oh, that's fabulous. Ball driven. Up he goes! And he scores! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Liverpool are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Fletcher. Good take, and is he in? Mohamed Salah. Knocks it out wide. And here's Foden. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Liverpool sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Van Dijk. Now Timber. And here's Torres. Foden. Now here's the delivery.
Keeper's dealt with that. Fernando Torres. Scholes. Mohamed Salah, a player who needs no introduction. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Scholes. And it's gone back to the keeper. 60 minutes played. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now, the ball's gone astray. Scholes. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Rooney. Adams. And it's Timber. Now Foden. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And that's gone loose. Adams. And it's Timber. Rooney is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Into the last quarter of an hour.
And back to the goalkeeper. Van de Ven.
And it's Scholes.
Good running, strong and purposeful. And this is Torres. They want to be quick to recover this.
Salah.
Mohamed Salah! Brilliant, brilliant, Mohamed Salah! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And they are pulling clear here. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, we're on the way. Well, Jim, Tony Adams, of course, is the absolute colossus in defence, isn't he?
Absolutely, and we all know about his defensive prowess and his leadership, but I think a lot of people overlook his versatility and his adaptability.
What do you mean by that?
Well, it's the way he's developed a more expansive, front-footed game over the years. That's highly impressive.
Cristiano Ronaldo has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Lovely. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Now the cross, he gets big! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Now it's Torres. Looking to go deep. And it's hoisted clear. It's their second corner of the game. Defending of the desperate variety. Now it's Rice. Cross to the back post. He's done well to get that clear. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. That's a shade optimistic. Saliba. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Haaland, and that has left him in a heap. Now it's Rice, looking to play him in. In towards the back stick. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Liverpool have their third corner. Tries to get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Saliba. Passing is crisp and sharp. Good take and goes for a shot! They want to be quick. Oh, it's fallen kindly here! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. And here's Torres. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Brilliantly cut out. Aimed beyond the defence. Son Heung-min is wide and looking to get onto this. He's picked his way through. And the finish! There it is! And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
And he's quick to get it clear again. Threads one in. Ferdinand cuts out the pass. Great vision.
Minutes has been indicated.
Haaland. And the first 45 minutes are up. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Number 21, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Here we go again then.
Coming on the field is...
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Ferdinand. Liverpool do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Well, he is Oh no, this does not look good. Great ball. Decent chance! Yes! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Liverpool grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Jorginho does well to stand firm and defend it. Oh, that's delightful. He has found the way through. Mohamed Salah demonstrating his defensive quality there. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
There will be a throw-in. And here's Son Heung-min. He's found a way through. Oh, it's come loose. Keeper has taken decisive action. Van Nistelrooy was only too happy to help out in defence. Owen! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Oh, he's really looking like he's on the very top of his game here.
And this is Van Nistelrooy. And Van Nistelrooy! Oh, it's come off the upright. Van Nistelrooy. 75 minutes played. Oh, nicely intercepted. Scholes. Tries to pass it through. Owen! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Salah. This time, surely! They've scored! Into the lead once more. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off? I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Pass somewhat off target. Scholes.
There will be 3
Oh, it's a
minutes
promising
added
build-up,
time.
this. Plenty of really nice passing. Can he get it through? He can run onto that. Oh,
Owen. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
And time is up. Liverpool perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel...